Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into a secret weapon for your business, and it comes from the science of friendship. We're using Dr. Marisa G Franco's amazing book, Platonic, to show you how to stop just making sales and start building relationships that turn your clients into your biggest fans. So let's start with a question, and let's be real for a second. Have you ever felt this, that your client relationships are just transactional? You do the work, they pay the bill, and that's it. But what if you could build something more? Something that actually leads to amazing referrals, better projects, and honestly, just makes your work feel a lot more meaningful? So, here's how we're going to break it down. First, we'll name the problem, the transaction trap. Then we'll get into the fun stuff, the science of friendship and how it applies to business. After that, we'll cover two super powerful practical strategies, taking initiative and being generous without burning out. And finally, we'll see how this all leads to turning clients into true partners. Okay, let's dive right in with the transaction trap. This is the default mode for so much of business. We're all taught to go into every meeting thinking, what can I get out of this? The only problem is that approach, it just doesn't work that well. It's hollow, and the return on your energy is surprisingly low. And this slide really puts it into perspective. Look at the difference. On the left, you've got that transactional approach. The focus is, what can I get? And the best you walk away with is a list of contacts. But on the right, that's the game changer. The focus is, how can I give? And the outcome isn't a list, it's a community. It's a network of people who genuinely trust you and want to see you succeed. So, how do we make that leap from a contact list to a community? Well, we look to a place most business books don't, the actual science of friendship. Dr. Franco's research is so powerful because it shows that the exact same things that build our deepest personal relationships are the keys to building incredible professional success. This C.S. Lewis quote just nails it. Friendship is about authenticity, about naked personalities. And that's a huge idea in business. Think about it. A client relationship that's built on a real connection and shared values is always going to be stronger than one that's just based on a temporary business need. Always. And this is the core idea for today. Now, to be clear, this isn't about being fake or trying to be best friends with every single client. No way. It's about being intentional. It's about using the proven tools of human connection, like initiative and generosity, to build a stronger, more successful business. All right, let's get into our first practical tool, taking initiative. So often, we're just passive. You know how it is, right? You go to an event and kind of wait for someone to talk to you. You finish a project, and you just hope the client calls again. But the science is clear. To build real connections, you have to be the one to make the first move. So what's this gravest fear Dr. Franco is talking about? It's rejection, plain and simple. We don't send that follow-up email because we're afraid of being annoying. We don't reach out because what if they're not interested? But building great relationships means you have to get over that. You have to be the one who chooses, not the one who waits around to be chosen. And Dr. Franco gives us this awesome 4-step framework. Step 1, just show up. Step 2, actually engage. Don't just hide in the corner. Step 3, follow up. This is where most people drop the ball. But step 4, keep showing up. Well, that's the secret weapon. And it works because of some really cool psychology. So why is keep showing up so powerful? It's something called the mere exposure effect. It's a proven psychological principle that says we unconsciously start to prefer people and things just because we see them over and over. So by being a consistent, positive presence for your clients, you are literally building trust and likability on a subconscious level. It's kind of like magic, but it's science. Okay, on to our second tool, generosity. But wait, before you think this is about becoming a doormat for your clients, it's not. This is about being generous in a smart, sustainable way that actually gives you energy instead of draining it. Dr. Franco draws this brilliant contrast. On the left is the martyr model. We all know that kid's book, The Giving Tree, right? You give and give until you're just a stump. In business, that's scope creep, endless free advice, and total burnout. But on the right is the mutuality model. Researchers found that award-winning volunteers weren't just giving, they were giving in ways that also fulfilled them. So the solution is mutuality. It's about finding that win-win. It's about making sure your needs are being met too, so that you can keep showing up for your clients. And look, this isn't selfish, it's strategic. It's the only way to build a healthy partnership that can actually last for years without you feeling resentful. So what does this actually look like in practice? It's usually the small stuff. Sending an article you think they'd like, making an introduction,
sending a $5 coffee gift card. These things are simple, but their impact is huge. Every single one of these actions shifts you from being just another vendor to being a valuable partner who's invested in their success. All right, let's put it all together. You're taking initiative. You're being generous in a smart, sustainable way. So what happens next? This is where the magic happens. This is where you stop just having clients and you start building real, lasting partnerships. This quote from Anais Nin might sound a little poetic, but it is spot on for business too. When you have a true partnership with a client, they don't just bring you a project, they bring you their world, their perspective. And that meeting of worlds creates totally new ideas and opportunities you never would have found on your own. And this is the biggest mindset shift of all. The goal is not just to make the sale. The goal is to build an alliance. You're not just closing a deal, you're creating a partner. An ally is someone who has your back, who becomes your unofficial marketing department, and who brings you more work because they genuinely value what you do. And the payoff here it's huge. You get deep client loyalty, the kind that isn't swayed by a cheaper competitor. You get the best marketing on the planet, genuine, enthusiastic word of mouth. And eventually, you build a reputation as a true partner, and that reputation starts to do the selling for you. So look, this isn't just a nice theory. It's a call to action. Building better, more profitable relationships starts with one small, intentional step. So think about it right now. What is one generous action you can take for a client or colleague today? Send that article, make that intro, because at one little action, that could be the start of your next great partnership.